Hi guys, we are from Group 4 and here our video presentation entitled 12 Characteristics of an Effective Teacher.
First characteristic is prepared. The most effective teacher come to class each day ready to teach that day lesson. They jump right into the lesson with enthusiasm. Avoid wasting instructional time. They start class on time, teach for the entire class period, and time flies in their classes. Thing teacher needed to do is the preparation. Thoughtfully preferred lesson are easier to spot, whereas to off-cap, teacher can seem disorganized and impressive. It makes sure lessons are meaningful, agreeable. The most important reason to plan is that to ensure your student time in the class is worthwhile. Second is positive. The most effective teacher have optimistic attitude about teaching and their student. They always look on the bright side of every situation, communicate with student about their progress, praise and recognize student for hard work, help student to act kindly toward one another. As a positive teacher, attitude is very important. When you are a teacher, it affects your student in many ways and can shape their learning experience. As a teacher, you will sometimes experience stress that carries with you all the way home. Rather than dwelling on this, find positive way to eliminate your stress. Third is hold high expectation. The most effective teacher believe every student can be successful. They hold student to the highest standard, consistently challenge their student to realize their potential, build student confidence, and teach them to believe in themselves. As a teacher, we need to hold high expectation to promote both student academic achievement and their well-being. Research show that the expectation of teacher, parents, and fair affect students' self-esteem, feeling of self-efficacy, and their academic motivation. These motivational functions are strongly linked to learning and achievement.
The fourth characteristics of an effective teacher is being creative. So the most effective teachers are resourceful and inventive in their teaching methods, as they might wear a clown suit if the class reaches its academic goal, agree to participate in the school talent show, use technology effectively in the classroom. So the most important reason why teachers teach with creativity is that it is one of the key to a child's educational success. Since with creativity, the students will love school, make things joyful, learning a new skill, collaborating, and creating something meaningful will be more satisfying. Since creativity allows us to view and solve problems more openly with innovation, and creativity opens the mind and it broadens our perspectives and can help us overcome prejudice. Creative in teaching will make the learning more interesting and effective and using imaginative approaches in the classroom. And as a creative teacher, you will want to widen your understanding of your own creativity and imaginative approaches, of the engaging activities that you can employ in order to develop the children's capacity for original ideas and action. And you will also want to exert your professional autonomy, learning to be flexible and responsive to the different learners and diverse learning context. The fifth characteristics of an effective teacher is being fair. The most effective teachers handle students and grading them fairly. They allow all students with equal opportunities and privileges. Also, they provide clear requirements and recognize that fair means giving every student an opportunity to succeed, and understand that not all students learn in the same way and at the same rate. So, why is it important to be fair as a teacher? It is important to promote fairness in the classroom, and not only gives the teacher respect, but also gives the students a sense of safeness and trust within the classroom. Also, creating an environment that revolves around fairness, trust, and respect will be beneficial to all the children in the class. A teacher can promote a fair learning environment by creating a well-developed lesson plans, an organized classroom, and clear expectations for all the students, and being prepared every day, making sure that all the materials are gathered ahead of time, collaborating with the students on projects, and let them help to make the classroom decisions. The sixth characteristic of an effective teacher is display a personal touch. The most effective teachers are approachable and friendly. They connect with the students personally and are genuinely interested in who their students are as people, and they visit the students' world. For instance, they sit with them in the cafeteria, they attend sporting events, and other events outside normal school hours. It is important that teachers will be able to connect to the students, because when they are able to, they will be able to build a rapport in the classroom and foster student engagement in the learning process. It is also important to form connections with the students, because having a positive student relationships will be fundamental to success. When students feel supported, they are more likely to engage in learning and have better academic outcomes. Plus, when students have positive interactions with teachers, they will have fewer behavioral issues. What does it mean to connect with the students? At its roots, building relationship with the students is about meeting students where they are, attempting to understand them, and developing connections with them. From the outset, this will require that teachers are willing to find the good and the worth in the students. Also, teachers can foster meaningful connections between students by inviting them to the classroom, saying something genuine and nice to them, like asking them how they are doing, and making them feel that you care just as much as the subject matter that being discussed in the class. Also, providing an environment which is appropriate for students to discuss life issues that are relevant to their lives.
Next, we'll proceed to the seventh characteristic of an effective teacher, which is cultivate a sense of belonging. This is a critical thinking skill that educators can develop and sharpen to ensure that the students feel welcome, comfortable, and supported in their classroom. Number 8, teachers should be compassionate. Compassionate teachers are the ones who are concerned about students' personal problems and can relate to them and their problems. This increases students' sense of well-being and improves the learning environment. Number 9, teachers should have a sense of humor, in which he or she makes learning fun and do not take everything seriously. Teachers who use humor improve student engagement, student retention of learning, and the student-teacher relationship. And teachers with a sense of humor have lower burnout and stress and have a better workplace quality.
Number 10. Respect students. The most effective teachers do not deliberately embarrass students. Teachers who give the highest respect gets the highest respect. They respect students' privacy when returning test papers and always avoid situations that unnecessarily embarrass students. And also, as a teacher, we should respect students because each of them have different culture and origin. We are bothered by their behavior because that's the nature where they grow up. And we have no idea what culture they practice, and by that, we should always put our shoe of every student. And as a student, they should know the limit of interacting towards their teacher, not only by profession, but as a human being. Because as the saying goes by, respect begets respect.
The next one is forgiving.
The most effective teachers do not hold grudges. They always forgive students, start each day with a clean slate, and understand that disruptive or antisocial behavior can quickly turn a teacher against a student. In this manner, forgiveness is a key leadership skills for educators or teachers because it helps students learn from their mistakes. And every time something goes wrong to the students, the teacher don't have to punish them, but instead, the students can really work hard to fix their unacceptable behavior, and the teacher are bound to guide them. The next one is admit mistakes. The most effective teachers are quick to admit that when they are wrong. The teachers apologize to mistakenly accuse students, make adjustments when students point out errors and oversights, because the teacher is not only imparting knowledge to students, but they learn from their student also. And we know that mistakes are a natural part of learning, and if you never make mistakes, you're not trying hard enough or taking necessary rest to become the teacher you deserve to be, because our mistakes makes us a better person or a better teacher or an educator.
For the striking quotes, the most effective teachers set no limits on students and believe everyone can be successful.